Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Debut and I'm back with a brand new video. Today, guys, I'm going to be talking about why are people quitting Apex. If you enjoy, like, comment, subscribe. Without further ado, let's jump straight into this. So the other day I was on Twitter and I noticed Apex Legends News posted about Steam charts being on the lowest they have been on Apex Legends for a long time. So I did my research and I had a little look around and I noticed that on the Steam charts, the Apex Legends has actually been the lowest it has been in over 2 years. At the moment, as I show you on the screen, the peak players that we have currently playing the game is 319,000. Now, obviously, this is just on Steam. This is including console. But at the end of the day, this is a very good insight. And of course, then it shows us, as I scroll down through the actual readings, that this has actually been the lowest it has been since January 2022, when the peak players was at 264,000 players, 287. So it is a big drop. And of course, it hasn't been able to reach its highs. The only reason it jumped up not too long ago was because of the introduction of the new season, and of course that enticed people to come back, but it is starting to drop again now. And of course, as we go later and later into the season, you can only think it's going to start dropping a little bit more. But the main question is like, why are people quitting? What is the reason behind it? So naturally, this got me thinking and got me questioning myself, like, what do I think is making people actually quit this game? And of course, then I noticed another tweet on my feed, and of course, it came from this time from Sordre, and Sordre was just asking, what does Apex need to do in Season 22 to get you playing again? Feels like everyone is taking a break right now, or playing different games, or straight up quit. So of course, I dived straight into those comments to have a little look, have a little browse. There were so many suggestions of what things they need to be seeing to obviously bring them back to the game. Mainly things around about anti-cheat, skill-based matchmaking, definitely different changes to playlists and things like that. But the ones I looked at and I noticed just the why they quit the actual game and what was the reasons behind it was some of the tweets. For example, honestly, nothing. They just killed the game for most people. It's just not even fun anymore. I really don't think there's anything that would make me want to go back unless they say, fuck it, if you log in today, free heirloom, or I'm not logging in. Another tweet read, I'd play the game every day if the cheater problem was fixed. And another one I read was, of course, as well about the community. Reading, honestly, it's not even the game at this point. Seems every day players get weirder and weirder. So of course, these were sort of different reactions to the actual tweet and in fact the reasons why they quit. Of course, there was a lot of people out there were saying other reasons, but the ones that wanted to see those changes, those improvements, were obviously going down the route of saying there needs to be better fixes for these cheats. Of course, PC is having a lot of cheater problems. I have a lot of friends that have actually come back to console purely on the basis of they are fed up of cheaters on PC and they don't want to deal with them. They'd rather come back and deal with 6-man, 9-manners, 12-manners than have to deal with actually cheating. And then of course, the last thing that got me really noticing this, and I was like, nah, I just have to talk about this, was the fact that Imperial How actually tweeted about the game. He came onto Twitter and he tweeted out saying, I really hope even after 5 years of playing Apex, the devs understand how much the competitive scene plays a role into their game. Viewership has been carried by it for who knows how long. They desperately need to play into that with ranked, etc., Ash Cups, and so on. Things like Realm also immensely help the game because it helps avoid the root problems of the game like cheaters and the lack of competitiveness in ranked. We also just hit the lowest player count on Steam since 2 years ago. For me personally, it feels terrible to play Apex outside competitive right now with how shitty the meta is in ranked, plus the cheaters, stream snipers constantly. I know that right now it's not the end, but I feel like we are just passing on time with so many great opportunities to showcase Apex. Once I read this tweet, I really thought to myself, wow, okay, if actually the CEO of Apex Legends, Imperial How, is saying out how he feels and how the fact that this game is starting to struggle, and of course it's not come to the end, there is a reasons for obviously this sort of thing happening, and of course Apex is able to get back from this. It is not dead, but this is a big warning sign, and I do believe what Imperial How is saying is correct. The ranked scene is not there. It is not enjoyable. It is not competitive. It is just people steamrolling it with aggressive meta. It's just not actually that enjoyable to watch. And of course, at the end of the day, playing it is just not what you want to be playing anymore. In my opinion, we should be going back to that more competitiveness where we were obviously fighting for things like endgame, where we were having these crazy endgames just like they do in the comp scene. As well as that, I do think as well, like he's mentioned, that we do need to be playing more into those sort of things with cash cups and tournaments and things like that. You know, I think back back to other games, things like Rocket League, and they have an inbuilt ranked system where they can do a tournament, which is awesome. And of course, that is the sort of thing that you want to be doing. You know, if they had a tournament system that is in Apex, then that would be brilliant. Of course, I know they're doing something at the end of the season, but that's the end of the season. That is so long-winded. Why have we not got something like every weekend you could enter in, or something like that, or evenings? Just give the people what they want. They do want to feel that competitiveness. They want to be involved in the game, and they want to enjoy it. Of course, he has obviously mentioned there as well the problem with the cheating, and I think this has been really highlighted in the last couple seasons. Of course, with Jen Burton getting hacked live on freaking Pro League, that was insane, and of course that literally blew up the scene, and it still feels like there hasn't really been a big change. There hasn't been a massive change to get people to come back to the actual game. My personal self, I love Apex, and I really think this game is incredible. There is nothing else like it out there, and honestly, I do not want to play any other game. Whenever I'm online, all I want to do is play Apex. But there is moments where I will be sat there, and if I'm only where I'm playing by myself or something like that, I'm just not enjoying the game as much as I used to. And if I didn't stream the game and engage with my audience whilst playing it, I don't think I would be able to play this game as much as I do. I think they just need to make some big changes, and then we can help increase this game, get it back to where it once was, bring it back to the greats. At the end of the day, they prioritize a lot of the time about heirlooms and just paid content, which is not what this game needs right now. This game massively needs new content, which is going to help boost its playership. We need free rewards, in my opinion. I was thinking about this the other day. Why don't they have a goal sort of thing? If you log on 5 times this week, you get a free pack. Something simple like that, which would actually entice people to log in more. Why don't they do tournaments like I mentioned, where players that don't join the comp scene can just enter in, potentially say at the end of the season, yes, okay, I know there's going to be something. I just don't think that's enough. I think we need to be able to have them more often. Maybe 3 or 4 times a day you have a tournament that rolls out like they do on games like Rocket League. And I do think they need to be obviously once again looking into that cheating system, and mainly as well skill-based matchmaking. They say it's all a little bit over the place right now. I just don't think Apex is in a healthy spot, and I think there's so many ways that this game can be improved. At the end of the day, I'm not slagging it off. There is other reasons why the viewership has definitely gone down, playership has gone down, and I do think that is as well because of there is new games coming out. So many people are enjoying new games, and they are starting to dive off because that is just what they want to do. They want to try something fresh, something new, and of course at the end of the day that is only naturally going to happen, but you need to be giving people the reason to come back, and I don't think that is what's happening at the moment. This season all we've done is essentially have solos, quads, and at the end of the day we got a new legend and we got a new prestige skin for Lifeline. Apart from that, I don't think they've done enough to really entice people to come back. Yes, of course we are going to be getting a new map, which is going to be exciting. I don't think a map is what we need. I don't think a map is going to make people want to come back to Apex. So yeah, I do think the base of the problem is people are quitting mainly because of cheaters, mainly because of the dry content, and it is just the fact that there is just not enough done. I just think we need more. I do think we need more. But let me know down in the comments down below. Have you quit Apex? Why have you quit Apex? Are you thinking about it? What do you think can be included into the game to make it great again? Let me know down in the comments down below. At the end of the day, I say this isn't me just wanting to slag off Apex or Respawn or anything like that. I love this game as much as you two. I want to see it grow and grow, but there needs to be some changes, and I can see the warning signs already getting highlighted. If you do enjoy this video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, but I'm going to shut the hell up, and I'll see you all in the next video.